sitting here trying to do all kind of new stuff. Got my podcast going over here, sampling some stuff out. Hi, Miss Nichelle. How are you doing, my love? I pray that you are staying safe and sheltering in place, because that's what they say. But I also pray that you're getting some stuff done and you are not having cabin fever yet, because we may have to wait this out a little bit. So pray you are getting some household projects completed, as I am. Yes, I am. I'm getting together a lot of household things done, closets clean, garden weeding, painting. Yes, I'm doing so many different things. So while I'm getting started, I'm going to invite some people that I'm sure would want to be on, because this is around my anniversary that I started to do live. So I said, let me come back on, because I've been missing it, actually kind of craving it, and holding out on people. So here I am back. And no, me and Corona are not the besties, but life is what life is, right? But it's all good. I'm good. I pray everyone else is well. And I just wanted to come on and celebrate and do this, because several people have been texting me, asking me to come back on. Other people have been encouraging me to start my podcast. So here I am starting my podcast. I'm going to get my previous videos out into the library so that people can really see what I'm all about, because I know God has some good stuff going on for me, and I just been in my own way. So I'm moving out my own way, and I'm going to do what God has called me to do and stay involved in ministry and motivation and empowerment, and trying to get everyone, to really understand and see what their purpose is. Because we all have a purpose. We all need to step up and do something. We have a voice. We have a story. We have testimonies. We have all kind of stuff. So I am going to really, go through some things that, I'm going to be transparent with some things, which I know you guys would appreciate, because that helps you to understand that you're really not in it alone. And we're really not in it alone. We all really have to go through things together. That's probably my pastor calling. He calls us daily to give us motivation, to give us news, to give us updates. And I love him for that. So, that is why I love him, because he does keep in close contact with us. I go to the Sanctuary Kingdom Square, formerly in Capitol Heights. Now we're in Upper Marlboro, 5300 Crane Highway, and we are doing wonderful things up there. It's really my pastor who has gotten me to really focus on my foundation and what it is that God has for me, and just get out there and do the darn thing, Just get out there and do it. I'm trying to invite. I want them all just to see that we're on and come on. But you know how that can go sometimes. So, but I thank you guys for joining and coming on. I don't want to forget anyone. So let me, just a few more people, and then I'll do this throughout the broadcast. because I think that a lot of us should already know. Come on and see. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys. I miss you guys. Hi, Miss Natalie, girl, Sharita, Kimberly. I already spoke to Miss Nichelle. Thank you guys for joining. I am so elated, excited. I'm trying new things, doing my first podcast, coming back on live. This is the anniversary that I started out with last year of doing our live. And you know how I do things. First, I start off with scripture, because that's what covering is everything for me. You guys know that I wouldn't be where I'm at and wouldn't be able to do this smiling without God being in it and being a part of my world. And I found it amazing that today, of all days, our text is coming out of 2 Chronicles 7, chapter 7, verse 14. And it is kind of, in line and in tune with everything that's going on in our world. This coronavirus, the politics, the struggles that we're enduring in our life, stress, frustrations, mental illness, all of that stuff. I just find it, that this verse popped up and it's just, just so good for this particular moment. And it reads as this: if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and heal their land. And how awesome is that God desires for us to humble ourselves. And basically humble means to, not put yourself on a pedestal or what you're going through on a pedestal, but to come under his covering and not think that you got all the answers or, you're doing it alone and stuff like that, but to humble yourself, right? And to call his name, we are his people and we always calling him when we need stuff or when we want something. But how about when things are going good in our life? How about humbling yourself in that way and calling out his name and, trying to remove ourselves away from that sin factor? Like, we all have stuff, that we do that could potentially be blocking our blessings. Okay, so God wants us to step up, okay? And I know I'm guilty of some stuff, I put things before. Hi, Shay. Hi, baby. How are you doing? She speaks loud and she's proud with her story, and I'm so proud of her. Hi, Mr. Moses. How are you doing? I'm so proud of Shay and her courage of everything that she's doing. You guys need to reach out and connect with that one right there, because she has a dynamic heroism, sheroism story that she's trying to put out there about domestic violence. Like, she's a survivor, okay? She is strong and God has embraced her and kept her and is elevating her. So I am so proud of her. And, connect with her because she has t-shirts and I believe she has a book coming out. Just all kind of good stuff. So she has stepped up. Okay. And so we are going to just celebrate tonight about, what God is doing in our lives and, how he's really standing us still. He's really standing us still. If you haven't, Shay says she will not shut up. That's right, baby. Don't shut up, and make sure you continue to step up. Be that role model, because there are so many women, me one being back in the day. Yes, I was a victim of domestic violence and God healed that in my life. And yes, you do not shut up. You have to talk. You have to minister. You have to testify, because you're testifying. Your test that you go through becomes a testimony that helps someone else. So, God allows us to go through things for a reason and for a purpose, not always bad to try to deter us from what he has for us, but sometimes as a learning lesson for what he has, for what is to come to us. Hi, Miss T, girl. How you doing? I pray you are staying safe. I pray that's my road dog right there. That's my old, she used to keep me in line right there. But if you need some bling bling too, she got that $5, jewelry that, yeah, she got me. But girl, wait till you hear a testimony on that level too, right? So I just been in here doing some things, because God has us standing still for a reason, for a purpose, okay? And the reason why is because we are a stubborn people, okay? We are a stubborn people. So God desires for us to really, really be focused on some stuff. And we are not really focused on what God desires us to focus on. Let's be real about that, okay? Let's be honest about that. That we have really strayed away from the true meaning of why we call ourselves Christians and why we believe in God, or whatever your chosen genre is of Christianity or your faith base, because it's not, I understand I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe that Jesus died on the cross for my sins, and I will always believe that. But I also know that, we have other genres of faith, and I will not knock their faith if they're believing in God the Father and God created them. And, prayerfully is something that I could say to do or motivate them of understanding, and that we can connect, because that's the true meaning. We need to band together, okay? We need to really, really honestly band together for what God, hi Miss Judy, how are you? For what God has for us in this next chapter after we become unquarantined. And I can't wait to see all the quarantines in what is it going to be? 2020, no, what we in 2020, 2033. Yeah, I can't wait. Hi, Miss Celeste. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? So, you guys know how I do. So I read you guys our Bible verse, and then again it came out of 2 Chronicles 7:14, and we must humble ourselves, okay, and call on God so that He can come and heal this land, and the funny part is I prayed about that verse. That's what's funny about that. I prayed that prayer last night, that for God to heal our land, to take whatever we're going through away, okay? So I'm just excited, guys. I'm so excited. This is our true celebration, guys. This is our true celebration. It has been 1 year. I know I haven't been on in several months, but this is the anniversary of when I first started my lives, when I first started to connect with you guys. So I am so happy about this tonight. So you know how I do. We got to play our music, and I do not own the rights to this music, but I motivate and I inspire through my music, through my ministry, through Bible verses, through testimonials, whatever God has. I desire to uplift you and to give you that empowerment to know that yes, you can too. I just got so many things. I know I'm not going to be able to get through everything about how God has just kept me. And remember how I used to say, God said He got me. Oh yeah, God got me. And I'm so glad that He has me. And He has me embraced in His tight arms. He is my daddy, my father. Yes, and I will not let go. So let's play our song. This is Isaac Kyrie, and how fitting the title, Clean This House. I pray that you guys are cleaning your house, the temple, this temple, your body, as well as your physical house. Because if you're quarantined, there's no reason why you should be having stuff left up